I can't find it. Why is that in the way? Diamond Smiles and Grace Bill Payer. I love that name. And Marcus. Hello, 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 hello. So, I normally at this time do open with me. But well, for a while, let's say, I've lost my magazines, and I kept searching for them and searching for them. Oh, they look red. Kept searching for them and couldn't find them anywhere. So earlier on, I went out into the yarn van and thought maybe they're out there. And had a good search out there. Nope, not in there. But I did manage to put up that big cube unit and start filling it while I was searching, and set up my computer out there, which used to live in the living room, but there's no room for it now. So I put that out there and got that set up and started it working and everything. So then I thought, well, they're not out there. Magazines, it must be in here. So I thought, oh, you know, I'm just going to do a live. Forget it. I'm not going to even look. And then I found them. Believe it. When I weren't looking. Unbelievable, isn't it? But I still thought, nah, I'll do the live. I said I would. I thought I would. And so I'm going to. Here we go. Hello, Adina Van D and Maureen. And thank you very much for coming in. Don't forget the thummies. So I'm making some beanies. Well, I've made one. Haven't finished it, as you can see. I haven't sewed in the end. But this is the beanie that I've made. This is a chemo beanie. So it's slightly smaller than normal, but not a great deal. It's Aran yarn. So there we go. That's the one I made. So I'm going to make another one, the same, only not the same yarn, obviously. I'm going to use, now my friend did ask for pastel. It's not really pastel, but it's got some lovely pastel shades. So I'm going to use this. I've had it a long time and I've got quite a bit. The very first time the very first I saw of this yarn was in a yarn swap I did with Creative Grandma, and I loved it. And I made myself some fingerless gloves and absolutely loved it. So I thought, well, you know what, I'm just going to buy some more. So I found it probably on Amazon, and so I purchased it, and I love it. I really do. And I got enough to make myself a scarf and a hat, and I have never yet done it. So anyway, I'm going to make another one of those, and I wrote the pattern down as I went in my new little book. I've got a few of these. I've got some as Happy Mail, and I've got some for Christmas. And I think this is the one of the ones that Gary got me for Christmas. I've got a feeling. I've got two of these. So I just jotted it down so that I wouldn't forget it. But this is the instructions. I mean, look how small they are. So yeah, I think it's kind of, let me just read it. Hang on a minute. Starts with 10, 4. So yeah, I think it goes for 4 rounds. Okay, right, I'm with myself. I don't need that anymore. I don't write patterns properly. And Chris, hello, good morning. So good morning to all you guys who must be across the pond, because it is afternoon. It's 2 o'clock nearly. Unbelievable, isn't it? Time ran away with me today. It really just flew, and in a bad way. So yeah, just got to count for a moment. But these are for my lovely subscriber Jane, who has had bad news that her cancer has come back, and so she knows when she does chemo that she'll lose a hair, and has asked for us to make them. So as this is jazzy yarn, it's just a simple, normal kind of plain stitch, which is a good thing, because if it wasn't, I wouldn't be able to do it and talk to you at the same time. And I've no idea how many I've done now, so let me just count those. I always think if you've got a jazzy yarn, you don't need a jazzy stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, that was handy. Exactly right. So just pull my little doodah tight, and off we go. Okay, so how are you all? What have you been up to? What are you making? Anything, or have you been doing anything? I've got a feeling this is thicker than the yarn that I used before. The one that I used before on this one, which is beautiful, very, very soft, is the Impressions by Stylecraft. I got it from my shop a little while ago. I absolutely loved it. And I want to get some more of the different colours, but at the moment I've just got that one, I think. Maybe wrong, I might have others. But I want to get some more of it, but I've been ordering up a storm lately. Lots. And I have another order on the way for the shop, so I really do need to kind of rein it in for a bit. Although there's a good couple of things that I do want to get. But, you know, just have to wait, really. It's only a small business, so it's not like I've like hundreds of thousands of pounds of turnover to actually buy all this stuff. So I've got to wait and be patient. I'm not very good at being patient. I don't know about you guys, but patience is definitely not my middle name. It's not even my last name. It's not even in the equation of names. So I think that's the end. Okay, let me just check the chat. Dizzy Tech, hello. And Madonna, darling, hello. Oh my God, it's so good to see you. Oh, how the devil are you? Fine, damn it, I bet. Oh, so good to see you. You're currently working on a knitted St. Patrick's Day gnome and some crochet shamrocks. That sounds cool. Oh, Madonna, it's so good to see you. It really is. I've been missing Dee's lives lately, and I keep trying to get in. And, well, it doesn't really work out. Every time I look, it's either been or she's not doing one. But, yeah, I'm making another chemo beanie. But it's a bit jazzy. I'm not sure if she'll like it. But I'm sure it fit my head anyway. I only got it lead. Serious. It's because I have a small brain. Only joking. My tea is a bit warm. I've got the best cup. Wait till you see this. I bought these for the Yarnavan with the teapot. Whoa, they are big. Look at that. I love that cup. I saw it on a picture, so I loved it so much. I sought it out to go buy it. So I got 2 cups and a teapot. And I never make tea out there. I need a kettle out there, really. I've got a coffee machine. I don't really do coffee much. Although now I can make my own pods, that could change. So now I'm just doing the increase on the alternate. That should be fine. Hang on, let me just... I've split my yarn. I split my blooming yarn. Hold on, let's have a look. Fine, damn it. Planning on doing an update later today. Oh, that is so good. I'm so glad you are back with us in the YouTube land anyway, and going to be doing an update. So you're going to make a little movie, a little film. You know what I mean? A little video, that's the word. I will definitely watch it. So yeah, we've all missed you. Loads. But yeah, that cup is astonishing, isn't it? It's astonishingly good. I've got 2 of those, but they are heavy. That's the only thing. Pretty heavy to hold, especially when they're full up. But and the trouble with them being that big is that they're cold by the time I get to the bottom, and I don't drink cold tea. I know some people manage it, but it's not for me. Not cold. You're working on a stash busting Afghan with big Caron big cakes on your on cake number 3. Wow, that sounds cool. I'm still making the car rug, which is there somewhere over there, but I've put it aside. Put it aside for this. I love this Muir Woods yarn. I just love it so much. I was planning on making myself so much with it. I haven't done any of it. I'm so lazy, that's the word. I lost my crojo for a while, which wasn't good, but it's back now, thank goodness. It helps to have a purpose, doesn't it? Don't you find that when you, I know my purpose is my channel, but then what I'm making has no purpose. So I like it when I've got the inspiration to make something for a purpose, or the need to make something for a purpose, which is good. So this is going to be quite a thick one, and although by the time she loses her hair, it will be starting to warm up there in Canada. But you know, I don't think, some nights are quite chilly, aren't they? And all that. Well, they definitely will be here. Next week it's going to drop. Temperature is going to drop like a stone here. It's been really mild. So mild that I've not even had any heating on. And, you know, for the beginning of February, that's quite amazing. You know, round about my birthday, which is about the 16th, it has been known for us to be like snowed in and stuff like that. February and March are awful cold here, but at the moment, mega mild. Now this is really cupping. That's what makes me think this is thicker, this yarn. Won't be no problem, I don't think it will. You came across the famous biscuit tea while shopping. Oh my goodness, did you? You're hooked and it's all my fault. Where did you get it? How much was it? You know I sell it in my shop because I felt really mean that I'd got all these people hooked on biscuit tea all over the world, and they were paying astonishing prices for it. Extortionate on Amazon, with extortionate postage. So I figured, you know what, I'll put it in my shop, and that way if people want it at cheaper price, and they don't have to pay extra for postage that way. So that's why I sell it. And the jam and toast tea. Kim, hi. Just watched an ad. When did they start doing ads? Everything's changed. Everything has changed. Afternoon? Only skiving a bit. I like that. Well, you know, you've got to skive, haven't you, a bit? You know, when I was at work, and this happened with Gary the other day, when he went to the loo, and I said, you know what? I used to love it when I was at work and I'd go to the loo, especially, especially if it was big jobs. Number two, I think I'm getting paid to do this. That used to make my day, you know. I'm getting paid to do this. The things that go through your mind at work when you don't want to be there. It's unreal, isn't it? I never had a job where I really wanted to be there, not one. Only working for myself. That's the only one that was a labour of love. All the rest were like, oh, it was something I absolutely hated. I wish I was more career-minded, because it wasn't that I was stupid or anything. You know, I had a good brain on my shoulders, head on my shoulders and a brain in it, if you know what I mean. But it was totally wasted on me, because I just didn't want to do anything with it. You know, it wasn't my bag. A job was something that I resented, because it took me away from all the things that I wanted to do in life. I was destined. I think I would have been so happy if I'd been rich, and I would never have had to do the W word ever. That would have been perfect. Tesco's, oh my goodness, yeah, you didn't find it before. If you're lucky, sometimes, oh, hang on, gone all blurry. Sometimes they do it with the club card thing. We only pay £2 a box, but yeah. Getting paid to watch me. See, that's cool, isn't it? Isn't it great when you're paid to do something that, you know, you wouldn't normally get paid to do? Like, you know, have a wee, or worse. I know I've said it once, but yeah. Oh, it's easy to find in England. It's not so easy to find when you're across the ponds. But yeah. They do another one, you know. There's one that they do in Aldi, and it's not so nice, but they do several biscuit teas. The Jaffa Cake one's really nice. The caramel one's not bad, but their biscuit tea leaves a bitter taste, whereas the Yorkshire one doesn't. So I think out of the biscuit tea, Yorkshire is the best. But the Diplomat one isn't bad for other things. So yeah, not too bad anyway. So yeah, Madonna, I can't believe you're here. You made me so happy. Although she's probably gone to make a gigantic brew or something. Uh, Getting paid to watch me. I do like that. Well, how cool is that though? Right, this is heavy, man. Very. It'll take me a while to get through that, but get through it. I hope to do. So I haven't really done that many lives. I was going to do an evening one, but I get so tired these days. I don't know why, but I do. I get so tired in the evenings, and it's all like a muster to watch anything on TV. But I do. I think it's probably, because I put on a bit of weight. That's what I reckon it is. Put on a bit of weight, and it's made me very lethargic and tired. So I'll be glad when I get some off. It started today. Diet started today. Doing well already. Wasn't hungry. Even I forced myself to have some breakfast because I wasn't hungry at all. And I thought, it can't, yesterday I was eating, so why am I not hungry? But it's just glad it happened, to be honest with you. Right, so I think this is my last normal increase round. Oh, I'm going to add pop up. Victoria! Well, it did start, but it stuttered. Tracy, hello. And Teresa, good morning. What's that brown yarn behind my shoulder? Brown. Hold on. Brown? This one? No. That's not brown. So where are we looking for brown? Was it this? This here is Adrophil, if that's what you mean. It's got orange in it. I can't see any brown, unless it's there. No, there's no yarn there. Where are we looking? Brown. That's colourful. That's moody blue. That's not brown. Can't see any brown. Did you mean that one? Let's have a look. You have to go to... Oh, okay. Well, thanks for coming. Absolutely brilliant to see you up and about, and I'm sure you're smashing it. Behind my shoulder. That yarn's not brown, but that's Poundland, that bright pinks that I always love. That's the pack. I went in there one day when they were selling it properly, and they had a whole pack. And so I thought, well, they should just sell it in the pack like that. And I thought, great, it wasn't all singles, so I just grabbed the whole pack. As you can see, I've never opened this one, never used it. Now I've got a gap. Can't fish around them. That's purple and that's not. That's all different colours. Can't really see any other brown. Bye, Madonna. Under the orange, or is it black? Orange. Oh, that. There. Ah! That is Knit Me Crochet Me. It might have looked brown. That one there, that's Charm. That's my ball. This one is, I'm dismantling the whole shelf. This one's Knit Me Crochet Me. That was Knit Me Crochet Me. This one's Charm. This is the Stylecraft Charm. It's a thinner yarn. If this is the brown, oh god, I'm dropping them all over the place. Good job they're mine. Yeah, this has got a one ball project. It's quite thin. Lace weight, I think it is. And yeah, this is on special offer at the moment in my shop. But they have dreamy kind of shades. They have summer haze and spring something or other, and they're all really, really beautiful. They're just like real muted tones, and that little fuzziness to it, that just helps to bring it into this kind of mystical look, which I really love. But that's very popular yarn, that. But I do sell it, I think, a bit cheaper than everyone else. Hello, Heather. Welcome. Don't forget the thummy, guys, if you haven't thummied already. Before I start my hat again, I'm going to have a bit of tea. Cheers. Wow, that's lovely. It's lovely, isn't it? Okay, so that one had how many increases? 2 between. It's so busy, this yarn. It's hard to see. Yes, it did. So now we're on 3. And did I end? Yes, I've got, this is starting on a single. I like to alternate so I don't get a hexagon. You know what I mean? Nothing worse than making a hexagon hat. That's, you know, annoying. Oh, so I might do a little tutorial for this one. And it also might fit a teen sort of age, I think. A chemo beanie. I was going to try my beanie on my sulky face kid severed head in the caravan. Oh, sorry, Yarnavan. But I never took it. I forgot to take it in there. But I did take all of the Aldi yarn that's for the shop. Used to be on these shelves, and I thought, I've got a new cupboard out there, so I've got somewhere to put it. I might as well take it out and give myself a bit of space in here. And I tell you what, it's great to have a bit of space that I can put books and well, just stuff that I can't fit in the room, like bedroom. I can just fill up this room a bit more, as well as have some nice yarn in here. Right, I'm just make sure I did that right. Yes, I did. Let's catch up with the chat. It's only 9 a.m. Still drinking coffee. You've never been a tea person. You drink iced tea. Sweet. Ew. I did try iced tea once. I was disturbed by it, I tell you. I thought, oh, why? It's just like, why? What's that all about? And it had lemon in it. Had lemon as well. It's just like, oh, you know, it was brown. I thought it was Coke. I got a shock. It wasn't Coke at all. It was nasty. When you know, I think if you've been brought up with a thing, it's easy to like, oh yes, that's nice. But for me, it was like, whoa, why? I don't get that. Just gonna have a slurp. Hang on. It is a very American, or the Americas thing. Yeah, it is. It's just weird. It's just very weird. So it was a bit of a shock. Not something I want to repeat. And I don't understand why we sell it. It's bizarre. It is. It's another thing. Once when I was a kid, I drank something brown thinking, oh, that's got to be a nice Coke. And it was something called Dandelion and Burdock. Oh, awful. Why? Why make it Dandelion, for crying out loud, and Burdock? I can remember, I always used to say, if you have Dandelion, you wet the bed. So, you know, why would you want to put it in a drink? It's for kids. You know, so yeah, try and stop them wetting the bed. Give them Dandelion. It was only a joke. They didn't really. It wasn't here. You're coming tomorrow, is it? Yeah. Why can I not come tomorrow? You love Dandelion and Burdock. Oh my God. Seriously. I've never tried it since. Once was enough when I was, well, you know, when you're little and you think this is going to be like Coke. And it isn't, you know. It was just, I've never tried it since. Can't even remember what it tasted like. I know I had a bit of a shock at the time. I was like, ew. But, you know, maybe it'd be nice if I tried it now. It's just, you don't see it really in the shops. I wonder why. I wonder why. But yeah, do you remember years ago when you used to have like the pop man come round in a van and he used to, Silver Springs. And they used to have Cherry Aid and all sorts on the van. And like little lorry. I used to love that. Maybe you didn't have it where you are. You don't get it anymore. It's a bit of a shame, really. You don't get anyone come round anymore. No milkman and all that stuff. Iced coffee. What's that about? Well, I can do that if it's a frappe. But not, I'm not a coffee drinker, really. Dandelion and burdock, oh no. Just that I didn't tell you were coming. You said to me that Tuesday was better. So I just took it as read that it was fine. You love iced coffee as well. So I was thinking maybe going to the outlet, having a little shop. If you haven't figured this out, then Victoria's my daughter-in-law. I was thinking of going around the outlet. We get a Nando's, and then maybe Harley and Alfie can have a McDonald's on the way back when we go back. I'll get it. It's all right. Hi, Nitty Maltanis. Hello. I do need a lifeguard for the tea, you're right. It's a bit big, isn't it? If I fall in, I've got no one to save me. So if tomorrow's not convenient, I mean, I'm going to see you on the 14th anyway. If that's still going on, that is. So just have to let me know if tomorrow's fine or not. I want to see if I can get anything with my last bit of Christmas money. I still haven't spent it. I didn't go anywhere to spend it. I went to Maidstone once. I couldn't find anything really. I think I got a couple of bits. Got my last Pandora vouchers spent. But actually found nothing with money. Not for me anyway. So yeah, that's the last of my, I think. I better check my my scrawling of my pattern that I wrote down. So we got this far. It's starting to cup already, but I wanted it to. The other one did. Right, let's have a look. Your big brother worked for Alpine, lots of free pop. That's cool. You have to rejig something around as we didn't know you was coming, but that's fine. That's cool. Juniper said. What's juniper? Hang on, let me read my little thing. I don't think I wrote it down very well. 5 between. What? Last increase round. 5 between. Oh, okay. No, I've still got to carry on. Better finish this tea. For my after the tea, if I got thirsty, I brought this in. Look at that. How healthy is that? I was looking at cups yesterday. You know, everyone's gone crazy for these Stanley cups, which cost an absolute arm and a leg. Well, this what's it called? Air Up cup kept popping up on my feed. And they put like a little capsule of smell in there because they say that half of your taste buds, it's smell. You smell it, therefore you taste it. And you know, when you go out and you kind of smell something nice, you kind of makes your mouth water, you can taste it. So that is true. So they put, it's just water in the cup and then this aroma, and you screw the lid on, and then when you drink it, it fools you into thinking that you're drinking something nice rather than just plain water. So I thought, oh, this sounds not bad. You know, there's an introductory offer on the pink one with the pods. And so I went through and I got to the checkout. 30 odd quid for a pink water cup and 3 pods. 3. So I just thought, what are you doing? And I got out of there. I thought, you know, I've got Christmas money to spend, but I'm not buying a cup for water that will just make it smell nice. Therefore, it pretends that it tastes nice. Alfie wants one of them Air Up bottles, and you actually want me. Yeah, I know, but they're 30 odd quid. I nearly got it. I nearly actually did. The pink one was on offer. There was a few others, but the pods they really do sound nice. And I was getting swallowed up by it last night. I was actually or maybe I should get one of the sample packs as well. £11 something for 5. It's like, faddy. Yeah. That's what put you off as well. I can't imagine why. But the Stanley Cups are more. They're about 100. They've got a cup, that don't spill. If you don't drop them, they don't spill anyway, do they? Let's just say. But the Stanley Cups do look nice, I have to say. But, aren't they? It's like they're saying our product is for the... You've got to be well off to have our product, aren't they? They know their market, and everybody strives to buy into the lifestyle. And it works. It works because if people only bought what was the cheapest, then iPhones wouldn't sell a phone, would they? Because, you can get a phone that does all the stuff that you might do, but Samsung and iPhone, everybody, they're the ones that people want. So, yeah. So the people do buy into the lifestyle. It's what it is. It's maybe if I could just get Hobby Rocks to be a brand that people need in their lives. How to do it, guys. How to do it. Cheers. I'm going to slurp this down because it's at the stage where it needs drinking. If I drown, there's no one to save me here but Fluffy. So, cannot glug tea down in front of you guys. It's just so big. It is. You need Hobby Rocks yarn in your life, even if you don't make something with it. I'm going to bring you some yarn tomorrow. Some more of that blue. I've got a bag of it for you. I'll show you what I've got, actually. Hang on. It's getting too cold now. I'll be back. I'm only going over here. I've got this... Oopsie. Trod on the yarn I dropped. So I've got you some of this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and then I have some white Signet. It's not... I don't know if it's as soft as that. It might wash up more soft though. But if you don't want the white, you don't have to put it in the blanket. But hang on, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5 I've got here, and I've got more out in the yarn van. Heaven knows how I ended up with so much of it. I just don't know. But I did. Hi, mamas. Mama knows best, aka Gwen. Hello, beautiful humans. Hello to you. Don't forget, said thummies. Right, let's get on. I got this far. Oh, hang more pop. Shouldn't need 5. Should only need 3 for it. Well, you don't have to. You can always make a little hat to go with it, couldn't you? A little beanie, or something else. I don't know. Right, where are we? I started on a single last time, so I'll start with an increase, so we don't get a corner. This one might end up being too big. If it is, I'll just keep it. But I am gonna do a tutorial for it, so I wanted to get another one at least done so that hang on, did I do 2 last time? Hang on. None. 1, 2, 3. That should have been 3. Was it 3? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was. Phew, I thought I'd done it wrong. So this time it should be 4. Yes. Sorry if I'm talking to myself. But as Miley Cyrus says, I can talk to myself for hours. I like that song. It's got it in my head now. Thanks to Jane, who the chemotherapy beanies are for. I got chatting to her last night. She was watching the Grammys. And Miley Cyrus got a Grammy for that. I really do like it. I hadn't heard it before. I don't know where I've been, but first time I heard it, I've got it in my head already. Always the sign of a good song, that. Oopsie, let's move the phone a bit. Yeah, mittens and a hat. There'd be enough for that. Definitely be enough for that. So where are we? How did I do 4? Yes, I did. So I take it that Paul's off work tomorrow, which should be cool. So as I'm on my diet, I can only eat Nando's. Chicken! That's all I can have. That could be cool. And I don't know if Gary is going to be able to come or not. Probably not. We'll see. Oh, I keep putting my hook where my hook shouldn't be and kind of splitting the yarn. So, has anybody here ever made a chemo beanie? I think there's only Victoria left. Has everybody got... Oh, you're still here? If no one says hello, I feel like talking to myself for hours. Well, I said I can. Don't put it to the test. So yeah, I kind of feel like it's rude making something, but at the same time, it's actually quite a good thing to make things while you're on a live. But I do feel like it kind of seems rude that I'm looking at my work and not you guys. So can't believe those cups. I really can't. I really want one, but still not good. This seems so much bigger than that one. You have been looking for a beanie for chemotherapy patients. I will do this one as a tutorial. Yeah, a beanie. Hello, Shani. A beanie as in a hat. Like, I made this one. Made this one already. This was my trial one. I haven't sewn the end in yet. But I based it on my other beanie pattern, which is this. This one is slightly bigger, but I'm going to send her this one for Jim. I thought Jim might like it. That's made with that red heart yarn. That's desert something. Desert sands or something like that. Desert. But I thought, you know, I'll send that one for Jim. Jim can have a beanie. This has got a real ribby rib. Oh, look, one of my hairs for free as well. There's always a hair, isn't there? Always a hair. But I thought, you know, rather than have him left out, I'd make him a beanie. But this one was with a different kind of rib. So yeah, I will definitely sew that end in before I send it. I always end up with ends like, oh, I haven't sewn the ends in. The cups are like a sippy cup for kids. Well, they're more of a spouty kind of one, if you know what I mean. I haven't made an adult hat before, haven't you? I've made some for, oh, well, I've made some for my channel. And they're out there on my severed head collection, which is what I call my mannequins. Kerry, member for 31 months. Wow, Kerry. Wow, wow, wow. That's cute. Love those colours in the desert one. Yeah, it was Red Heart, that yarn. I got that as well in, I think it might have been from Creative Grandma when we did a yarn swap and I had a ball or so and I really needed it. So I got a few more. The same thing happened with the Premier Puzzle yarn. She sent me that and I ended up making Gary a gigantic blanket. And he kept saying, oh, I really want it big. And I thought, oh, you know, I'm just going to make a little lap one. It turned out that cost me about 70 quid for yarn because I had to keep buying it in 3s from Amazon. God, that was a lot. Probably even more, actually. Obviously, I didn't do it all at once. I did it gradually. You've never made a chemo beanie. I'm going to try my best. All of your projects have hair in. They do. You've got to have the obligatory bit of hair in it, really, haven't you? Pink is gorgeous too, but those earth tones are gorgeous. Well, that one's for Jane. That one's for Jane because she liked pastel shades, which I guess there's pastel shades, but there is a bit of dark, which makes them pop in the new one. But this one I'm going to give to her husband. Oh, look, the hair's back. There it is. I didn't get rid of it far enough. But that one can be for husband because he'll be left out. He'll have no hat. Hi, Debbie. Good morning. You love the hats. I haven't made nearly enough hats, have I, for my channel. Hi, Terrell from Oklahoma. I won't sing it. I won't put you through it. Especially as I only know the bit that goes, oh, Oklahoma. That's it, as much as I know. When the do. Don't know that bit. You wanted to make a bunch of little beanies for the newborn ward. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. I want to get a nice preemie beanie pattern. And then, because I'm going to, when I go to Maidstone next, I'm going to visit a lady that I bumped into. I went for my cancer checkup. And there was a lady knitting in the waiting room. And I looked at her and I said, oh, that doesn't bode well if you've got time to knit. Maybe I should have brought mine. Or my crochet. So we got chatting, and it turns out that she works in a charity outlet in the main shopping centre in Maidstone, on the upstairs part where, funny enough, when I used to take Harley shopping, there was a place you can change nappies and feed your baby and all that sort of stuff there. And I used to go in there, and I've got a feeling it must be very close to that. And they do lots and lots of stuff for charities in there. So I thought, you know, I'd collect some of my hats and scarves up that I never use, that I've made and never used. And maybe go and see her and do, you know, when I do the Yarn Quest videos, I'll do one there and do a thing. Because Pat's Drapers, one of the shops that I did as a Yarn Quest, she does a lot for that. So yeah, I thought that would be quite a nice thing to do. So I'll go and have a nosy, see what they're all about. And maybe do some stuff. What time was I thinking of coming? I'm not sure yet. I'm not actually getting up that early, to be honest with you. I want to, but it just seems to work. Trudy, hello. Saying hello to all the rockers. So yeah, my plan is that I'll leave fairly early. That will give us the day of shopping, sort of thing. Well, not all the whole day. Although I do know Paul can... It's a bit of a busman's holiday for him, isn't it? He works in that area, and now I'm going to make him go back and walk around with me, although he usually manages to find something that he likes whenever we shop. But yeah, out of thing, my you know, the family, my son Paul, he can shop for England. Seriously, he can, well, shop till he drops. We used to go shopping with him when he was a kid, well, a teenager or whatever, and, you know, we'd be going, can we go now? We've all been round here about 4 times. And he'd be, yeah, but I just want to go back and try that on that I saw, you know, like in about 15 shops ago. Why don't you try it on then? It's terrible. Another blazing hot and humid day in Cape Town. Well, it's not here. It's mild. Mild, but not blazing. Not even got any sunshine today. But it is very mild. I haven't even got any heating on at all. I woke up though, and Gary normally leaves the heating on because he's gone to work. He usually gets up really early, puts it on so it's warm for me. And with it being mild, he didn't do it. And I woke up thinking, I've got to have a shower in this kind of, you know, it's not warm. And I did my video, and then I thought, right, I'm going to go wash my hair. It stuck to my head because it's wet, by the way. So I thought, yeah, I'll go wash my hair. And I had, you know, my shop, hobbyrocks.co.uk, I had some orders that the postman was going to collect. And he doesn't ever get here before 11:30. And that, he only gets here at 11:30, rarely. But the time is between 11:30 and 3. That's when they could arrive. And it's usually about 1 or 2. On a Monday, can be a bit earlier. So anyway, there I am. I've just got out my shower and the doorbell's ringing. And my hair is dripping and I'm naked and wet. So, oh God, so I put the towel on and I've looked out and it's him. I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to open the door like that because I really needed him to collect them. So I kind of opened the door and I went, you're earlier than I thought. So I had to do this with my towel, ramming it. Nearly fell off at one point, and I was like, getting off. Oh my God! I nearly lost my towel. What a mess. What a mess. Um. Oh, 34C. I thought, are we talking boobs? Centigrade. I get you now. Whoops. Sorry about that. He's off tomorrow and going back to work. Bless him. Ah, but as a consumer sort of thing, I've lost a stitch, I think. Oh well. It won't make no difference. Not on this. I can make it up now. Because I was saying that the turning chain don't count. But I can make it count on that round. And just insert one. So, cool. Thought you were talking 34C. When did we get onto that subject? I thought. Trust me. So did I say 5 was the last? But is it the last? Let me get this one. Okay, so none. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one, was this the one where I did the odd thing? Can't find any. There must be one somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yep. So that's it. So I have now. I've got to do less increases anyway. So I could have just not bothered to put that one in. Don't matter much. Hang on a minute. I've got a knot. It's actually a loop, but it's one of those yarns that's not particularly wound well, loose. So it's really difficult to pull them apart because you pull on a bit and you're only getting half the strand. You've got to be really careful how you do it. There we go, done. Phew. Right, so here we go. Now this one, I'm just going to do much less. I've got to count them though. Sort of. But after this it'll be easy because I won't have to worry about increasing. And that's fabulous. Won't have to worry. Let me count. Lost count already. You need a robe like yours. It comes below your knees and zips up. I do. Zip up one sounds brilliant. I did used to have a towel-in bathrobe that just wrapped round and tied up. But there was never anywhere to put it. So I had this thing for years. It looked sorry for itself. So I threw it away. And I just usually put a towel around or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to do 3 more. And then my increase. Yeah, but that was nearly dodgy. You know, it was. Is there one there? There it is. Couldn't find my stitch. Unbelievable. You definitely don't want that to happen. Flashing the postman. God. Thank goodness I didn't. I would have been mortified. I would have never been able to look him in the face again. Never. But I couldn't believe he was that early. Never comes that early. He said, oh, nobody's had any mail. That's why. He said it's really really a slack day, that nobody had any letters. I didn't have any. Nobody did. He said, so all I had to do was really come and get the collections. And he said about 2 people had mail and the rest had just driven past. So, well, I'll have to watch that in future. I'll be glad when this round's ended. Because I've got to count to 10. And before I do an increase. And that means I can't sit here in silence. I feel rude. And that just means I keep losing count. I can't imagine a zip-up robe. It sounds good though. Well, it would have done today. Can you believe that Madonna was here earlier? Oh, bless her heart. That is so good. I'm so glad. I didn't want that to be the last we saw of Madonna. She's so funny. Hope she kind of does manage to, you know, make some videos and get into a bit of a routine-y type thing. Bless her heart. Right, another increase. Nearly done. So I've got Gary watching Trigger Point now. We kind of watched, what's it called? The Winter King. And I was a bit shocked when it come to an end. It's like, I feel like I only just started it. So I kept telling him he needs to watch Trigger Point and how brilliant an actress, I've forgotten her name is. So last night, he rolled his eyes and I said, look, you know whenever I say something's really good and you don't want to watch it and then you do and you love it, well, that's what's going to happen. Why don't you ever trust me? So he watched one and he ended up watching two before he went to bed. So, yeah, at least he's got 2 seasons. Oh, no, I've lost count again. Bear with me. You have to pop to a friend's to help them for tomorrow's straight from school run. What? Hi, Trina. From Midnight, North Carolina. To help them for tomorrow. Straight from school run. Oh, what tomorrow are you talking about? We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Right, let me just... I did that for a reason, this silly woman. Where am I? That's my increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just 2. I need this row to end round, really. But I do. Then I won't have to count anymore. Which is... It's easy when you're only counting about 4. But, you know, not so much. I don't think I've got to do any more anyway. We'll see. Maybe just 1. Yeah, probably 1. Okay, so that's 5. Roberta, hello. One of my members there. I've got like your little ball of yarn. Welcome, welcome. Anyone who's come in, don't forget the thumbie. Just got to do 5 more. It's really hard to see where the stitches are on this yarn because half the stitches are different colour to the other. And it's very mind-boggling, but lovely. Beautiful, in fact. So my last increase, thank goodness. I don't have to worry about them anymore. And I can just get on with it. Ooh. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing this tutorial. And then I did say I was going to do those ruffle scarves. And one of them is on my knitting channel. But I'm finding it at the moment really hard to fit a lot in. 1, 2, there we go. I think I've bitten off more than I can chew lately with my my rock steadying as well and everything else. Which incidentally, guys, really, really needs the watch hours if you've got 5 minutes to spare. So right now we just go round. That's so much easier. But I've got to watch how many rounds I do. Otherwise it will be like a Rasta beanie instead. I don't think that's quite the look she's going for, to be fair. But I absolutely love this yarn. I really must do something with it. I've got about, I'd say about 4 balls. Maybe this is the 4th one, I don't know. I've also got a little bit left of a ball. So I've got enough to maybe do a scarf and a hat with. But it depends on how this turns out as to whether this gets sent off or I keep it. Because it might not be... I don't want it to irritate as well. That's the other thing. You know, it's got to be squishy soft. Now this is this really crazy soft yarn. This is soft, but it's not as soft. So I don't want it to irritate. But we'll We'll see what it looks like, what it feels like. Might even wash it. You've got to go. School days. We'll be happy when the summer comes. Have a wonderful day. And you too. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I'm so... do you know, I always absolutely hated the school run. It was my worst nightmare. I hated every single part of my kids going to school. The fact, you know, that one of them was always getting excluded for being naughty. The other one would refuse to do any homework. So, yeah. Oh, and, oh, by the way, I've got cooking today. And I should have given you this list of ingredients like 4 days ago. Rushing around trying to get them at the last minute. You know, wasn't a pleasurable experience when they went to school. And the school run, oh, all those Chelsea tractors parked up, getting in the way. Am I whinging? I am. Did I find out what Jane's favourite colour is? She just said she wanted pastel colours. You know, so this one has got kind of lilac, blue, pink, all different kind of pastel shades in it. But any of those colours are fine. She just wanted, which why I think this might be a bit jazzy. But she just said pastel shades. And she did give me some measurements. Let me see if I can find that while I'm on here. I've got to go back up her. Oopsie. I mean to do that. Oh, stop doing that. Every time you linger on with your finger, it kind of thinks you're choosing it. Don't want to choose it. Where are we? No. Just got to go back a few. Probably go back too much. Oh my God. Do we really talk that much? Maybe. God. That was when she was sending me the same funny that Victoria sent me. I think this might be it. Favourite colour. The only colour she doesn't like is yellow. Makes her look ill. But she would like the lighter shade so it doesn't draw attention. So she likes light blue, light mint green, light grey, light purple, light red, light black, and light pink. But honestly, she'd be grateful of any. Where's the bit with the size in then? That was not to do with it. Don't think that was either. She did give me some measurements, which I'm hoping my measure's right. But you never know. Where are you? That was when we were talking about beans. So that can't be it. No, we've gone too far. Where were the measurements? Were they before that then? Must have been. Let's go back again. How annoying is this? Right, so that was then. So that was time. Oh, here we go. We're here, guys. Her head circumference is 21 3/4. Length from crown to the bottom of forehead is 6 inches. Right. I've got a feeling I've already got this. Not good. Oh, no. Ha-ha. Yarn ball tape measure. I've hardly got any of these left in my shop. They've just been so popular. Flown away. I might have to start seeing if I can find more. What we got here? Oh, it might be 7 inches. Might be 7 inches. But then it will, don't know. 6 inches, just very short. I mean, I thought that looked like a short beanie. But it's got to be right, surely. And width-wise, where are we? Where's the naught? Oh, hang on, I might have... Right, so that is... Well, it'll stretch anyway. So 9 and 9, 2 9 3. I can't think that can't be right. because then it'd be like that wide and that short. That's just an exaggeration, I know. I've got a feeling it might be okay. Yeah, because it will. See, it's not really not that deep, is it? I think it's fine. I think. Right, I'll find my chat. Where are you guys? Well, hey. Right, there we go. So hopefully this will be fine. Oh, paused my own chat. Maybe if I... Oh, it's all right. It's working again now. Oh, better be all right. I don't think I have too many rows left. It's quite a tall stitch, really. Oh, so what are you having for dinner? Anything fantastic? For the weekend, well, yesterday anyway, we had, sounds really posh, a venison haunch. Gary found it. He's been wanting a venison joint for a long, long time. We have steaks, but he wanted a joint. And so he finally found one in a new butcher's that has opened on the mainland. And they do, every now and then, they've got some seasonal bits and pieces, like they might have partridge in, you know. But then they won't have it for quite a long time until it's seasonal again. But they're kind of a different type of butchers and quite reasonably priced. Well, he found this venison haunch and he bought it, took up a load of room in the freezer, and he decided he wanted to cook it. So he did that yesterday, and we didn't eat like even half of it. So we've got that again today. But yesterday we had it as a roast with potatoes, and I didn't eat any Yorkshire puddings because I had too many potatoes. It was my last roast, my last hurrah, as I like to call it. And the day before we had active fried chips, and so that was my last chips. Although they weren't proper chips, they were healthy ones. But yeah, so now the diet starts, and you know, got to be good from now on. But we're going to have it today. So this is how much I've done. Let's have a little look. Where are we at? Why does this keep doing that? What kind of yarn do you use for making hats for chemo patients? I was thinking of soft cotton or bamboo. That is more or less it. But this was like a premium acrylic, I think. Let me have a look. I've got my yarn band, but it is mega soft. This Stylecraft Impressions. It is beautiful. It is acrylic, but it is so soft and lovely. So I decided to go with it. But I just had some new yarn. Go with me, Amo, for my shop, and that is this. And I was swatching it up a little while ago. So I've got these colours that I have started using and for swatches that I could just undo. And there you go. It's even got my crochet hook still attached to it. No wonder I couldn't find it. So there we go. Yeah, these ones. And it is bamboo. It's cotton and bamboo. Absolutely gorgeous. But of course there's also in my shop, I have the cotton silk by King Cole, which is really soft. Why is this? I'm going to have to come out of this chat and go back in. Hold on. Bear with me one momento. Un momento. Here we are. I am back. There we go. But yeah, the bamboo would be, you know, cotton with bamboo is brilliant. Lovely and soft. I have to say the cotton smooth is ridiculous. It's a sort of a cotton silk. Silky soft. It's really lovely. When people have bought that from my shop, they tend to like come back for more because it is just really gorgeous. So I might make it one from those and sort of try and do... See, this is plain because the wool The yarn that I'm using is so jazzy, and even the impressions, impressions, is that what it's called? I always get it wrong. Yeah, impressions. I think it's from the Impressionists, you know, the painters. So because the yarn is changey colour and it's quite busy in that respect, I like having a plain stitch with that kind of yarn. But when the yarn's plain, then you need something to, the stitch will be the star. But if the yarn is all jazzy and snazzy, then the yarn's the star. So the stitch is not, yeah, it's more plain. But yeah, that would be a great yarn to use. You know, if you're from across the pond, a lot of people use kobu, because they make those knitted knockers out of those. Kobu, I know that makes me smile. But yeah, they make a lot out of kobu. That's just the same sort of softness. That's the sort of thing, really, really mega soft yarn. Somebody did send me a list of yarns that you can kind of use, but I didn't really take a great deal of notice of it because I've got so much that's mega soft. So I would say I've got some Peter Pan yarn, which is like a baby acrylic, beautiful colours. That would be really soft if you didn't make a cotton one. But because it's going to be warming up and approaching summer, cotton and bamboo would be brilliant. But there's also cold nights, so that would be fine. You've got to finish the beds. Well, hey, you've got to go and get the offsprings. Okie doke, thanks for coming in. Yeah, soft cotton and bamboo for the summer months would be perfect. I need to find a nice stitch that I want to do it with. Yeah, I do. Now, Julie sent me a picture of an absolutely gorgeous one that she's going to make. And I know that Jane will love that because it is so pretty. Be very nice. But I don't know how she managed to find it. When I was searching chemo beanies, nothing like that came up for me. So I thought, well, I'll just adapt my pattern of mine for the kind of jazzy yarn because it's quite plain. So I'm not going to be on for too much longer because Gary will be home soon. I have to get dinner on. But I've been watching a few movies lately. I watched Fracture. I'd never seen that. Can't believe that I'd never seen that. And yeah, I was kind of babysitting, and I thought, well, while I was babysitting, I needed to do something. So I watched that. And then last night, I watched this movie with Kiefer Sutherland, and he wasn't here with me. When I say I watched it with him, I mean he was in it, you know. I wish he was here watching it with me, but he wasn't. And Michael Douglas was in it as well. Eva Longoria and Kim, I always say Basinger. And I'd never seen that. It was kind of a bit like Olympus Has Fallen type of film, in a way. All Secret Servicey and plots to kill presidents and all that sort of stuff. But very good. And it was a kind of a Jack Bauer before Jack Bauer existed, without the gore. Anyway, how are you all? Are you all still there? Have a little check on you. I don't know how long I've been on. What time did I come on? It doesn't really tell me. But got that much done. We'll carry on a bit. And when I have to start the brimmage, that might be a bit more difficult to do on here. Got to keep my eye on it a bit more. I always feel rude though when I'm working. I think I'd be over it by now, wouldn't you? Getting all those whips done on camera. But my open with me will probably pop up tomorrow now. Honestly, I don't know why, but I just misplaced these magazines, and I had this bag by the door, and it had a box of stuff and a few other bits in it, and I never dreamt of looking in there because I figured it was the stuff that was in that bag was put there long before I lost those magazines, and I looked everywhere, and in the end I thought, what is in this bag? And as I moved the box, there they were just like right on top. I was like, oh, for goodness sake, there they are. But yeah, we've been clearing out a few things, making room, and at the moment there is, well, a huge stack of vinyls in the living room, which I need to go through, see which ones are any good, and which ones are really not mine, and where I have no idea. But we've got this album, it's 10cc. I've never bought it. Gary has never bought it. It wasn't my ex's, and we have no idea where it come from. And some time ago, my son Paul went through all the records and took the ones that were his, and he said it's, you know, there was no more of his here. But whether it actually was his, I don't know. I'll have to message him later. But I do need to go through them because at the moment they're making a mess in the living room with all these record boxes and stacks of vinyls to go through. But I will have to do it. So yeah, more drudgery. Chrissy Over the Mountain Crafts on YouTube has a couple of tutorials for chemo beanies. That might be who had the list of yarn. That sounds familiar. That does. I don't like, I know it might be okay this time to do that, but normally speaking, I don't make other people's patterns. I kind of design them, you know, and I always feel like I don't know, should be conjuring up something fantastic out of my brain. So it's weird really, but I don't tend to make. The only time I did was I made a couple of hats. Well, I think I made two that were bag-a-day hats, but even though I used the right yarn and the right hook, they were gigantic, and so I kind of never bothered after that, and figured that if I want them to fit, I'm going to have to kind of come up with my own styles and designs really. And I've got a plain kind of beanie that's on my channel, and people have said that, wow, first time I've ever made a hat that fitted me. So that's kind of a lovely endorsement really for me. So it made me kind of more enthusiastic to make them. So I made the Christmas one, and I got similar comments from that, and it's and I still, even now, people are using, because I always get analytics tell me what videos people are watching, and before Christmas that was getting sort of 7,000 views a month or thereabouts, and it's gone down to like 1,000. But the fact that it's a Christmas beanie and there's 1,000 people still doing it, that's kind of cool to me. But I think that's because if you don't make it in Christmas colours, it's just a hat, isn't it, at the end of the day? So I was going to make one that was just a hat, and perhaps I will. But it's like everything. I get all these plans to do this, that and the other. Yay, it's almost a hat. And it doesn't really come off, you know. It's so annoying. It's like Christmas. I had all these intentions of making lots and lots of tutorials, and then something always happens that kind of scupper my plans. But I'm going to call that it and make the rest off camera. Oh, getting a bit stiff. Keep looking down. And as I said, I've got to go do dinner, and I finally cooled down. I was getting really hot earlier, So I turned all the heating off. Finally, I've acclimatised. So thanks for watching and spending your afternoon with me. Good to see you all, and it was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic to see Madonna. Really, really pleased that she popped in. Bless her heart. So thanks for coming in, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Mwah. Bye, y'all.